Stay tuned for the rest of this video to learn how you can win this entire coin collection. Hello everybody, SilverPicker here, and welcome to the SilverPicker Squad. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit of a departure from what you guys are regularly used to seeing on this channel. You usually see me with all of my hauls, all the gold, all the silver, all the precious metals, all the rare coins that I show off that I've gotten from garage sales and estate sales and private deals and all that kind of stuff. But it kind of struck me, I was thinking about it and I realized there's a lot that goes on in between the sales that I don't really get to talk about on camera, and I would love to be able to share with you. You know, sometimes it's just my thoughts, sometimes it's an idea, sometimes it's just something funny that happened, and I want to have a forum and an opportunity where I can express some of those things. So in this video, I'm going to do sort of like the first episode, which will just be a little bit of a stream of consciousness, telling you a little bit about a story that happened last week while I was garage sailing and the previous week before that. So the reason I have this stuff out is because these three items over here, these three bills, this bill, and this coin over here, are sort of props in a story that occurred to me, and it is really amazing. So a lot of the good stuff that you see on my channel, a lot of the really nice hauls, comes from, honestly, from a lot of hard work, and more importantly is the education that props up that hard work. I spent a lot of time learning about gold, about silver, poring over coin books, coin websites, going to coin club meetings, and really learning about this business. So for those of you guys out there that really want to get good at this business, you've got to educate yourself in addition to working hard. So there was one little hole in my education that I've really wanted to learn about, and that's watches. Now, you've seen me buy watches in the past, you've seen me get a Movado at a garage sale, you've seen me get a Tag really recently, but you've never seen me buying like high-end watches. You've never seen me get a Rolex or a Breitling or a Patek. You know, you've never seen me get any of that stuff, and it's not because the opportunity hasn't been there. There have been a number of times where I've had the opportunity, but I'm not gonna drop $9,000 on a Rolex that I'm not 100% sure is authentic, and I'm not 100% sure is a good deal. So how do I remedy that? Well, for me, I've been lucky. I mean, I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube, I've done some research on the internet, I've been looking at some books, but I'm lucky because I have a really good friend that is a professional watch dealer. He buys, he sells, he collects, and he just has a ton of knowledge about that. So I called him up and I said, can I just ride around with you one day, just do a sort of a day in the life and see what it's like to do that business and just learn from you? And he was more than happy to oblige, so I went with him for a couple days, just visiting clients, going to source watches, going to sell watches, and cleaning them, identifying them, making sure they're real, all sorts of things, everything, soup to nuts in that business. And while I didn't actually buy any watches, I did get a couple of interesting things. Now, the first thing in this story is when I was out with him, I was in my car, he was in his, and he was driving to a client and I was following behind him. So while I'm driving, I see something out of the corner of my eye, and it kind of looks like money. Now, I've always had this sort of like weird little fantasy that I'd be driving along and all of a sudden I'd see a pile of cash on the side of the road, and I would sort of wonder in my head, well, what if I'm on a really dangerous road, like a busy road? Would I stop? How much money would it have to be for me to stop? Just sort of like a stupid thing that goes through my head sometimes when I'm out garage selling. Well, it's never happened, of course, but I did see some money on the side of the road this time, for real. I stopped, and lo and behold, this is what was there. Now, when I saw it, I wasn't sure what it was. I thought maybe it could be hundreds of dollars, who knows? It turned out to be $3. Now, that's not a ton of money, but I really appreciate what it represents. What it represents is sort of like a little bit of a reward for getting out there and doing something. Woody Allen has a quote where he said, 80% of life is just showing up, and I really believe that. I went out to try and educate myself with a friend of mine to learn about watches, and while I was out there, I happened to find $3 on the ground. Now, of course, there's no real correlation, but the fact that I got out, instead of staying at home and playing video games, or instead of doing something where I'm just sitting in my little bubble at home, I went out and I learned something, and I ended up finding $3. Not too bad, right? Now, we went to that client and my friend ended up buying a really, really nice Rolex, and that was fantastic. So I got to learn a lot about that particular Rolex and how to identify whether it's real or not, and that was great. But next up, we went to a pawn shop. Now, there's a pawn shop that he goes to on a regular basis where he has a relationship with the owner, and he was looking at some watches. And I was watching him, but I was letting him do his thing too, and I saw that there was a stack of these coins in the case. Now you see how it says $7.50 silver precious metals, right? So I thought, okay, this is going to be a silver coin for $7.50, that's not a bad deal. I was thinking maybe I'll buy all of them. There was like 25 of them. But when I opened it up, I saw that it's not actually a silver coin, they just had it mislabeled. But it's actually a cupro-nickel Liberty half dollar. Now, it happens to be a gorgeous coin. For you numismatists out there, this thing is absolutely fantastic and a really, really nice addition to a collection, especially for someone that collects commemorative half dollars. So, how did I get it? Did I buy it? Well, no, not exactly. I didn't buy this coin. What happened is I seized upon an opportunity. My friend, who was buying some watches, he was buying some fairly high-end watches, but nothing too crazy. He was negotiating back and forth, and they weren't exactly reaching a conclusion. And jokingly, I sort of chimed in and I said, "Throw this in and you've got a deal." And my friend sort of said, "Yeah, fine. Throw that in for my friend and we've got a deal." The owner of the pawn shop sort of laughed, thought it was funny, and said, "Sure, why not?" So I ended up getting this for free. And it was just a really funny little occurrence that only happened because I was out there trying to educate myself. So it just goes to show that like when you put yourself out there, a lot of opportunities come up. Now, the third and final part of this story, which is also just sort of like a funny, fluky thing, we were driving past the gas station. We decided to grab some waters and some snacks while we were out. And we stopped and I ran in, and I think I bought a bottle of water for me and my friend. I bought a couple of snacks, and I think the total price was like $8 and some change. So I was gonna get about $1.50 back from the $10 bill. And in the change was this. Now, this thing is not worth a ton, it's not gonna make me rich, but it is indeed a star note, and if you notice, it actually has 5 zeros in the serial number, 2 at the beginning and 2 towards the end. So that is just awesome. I usually save all the star notes I find. They're not even super valuable, but I really like them, and they can go up, and they sometimes do command a premium. But the fact is, I went out and I got an education. I learned about watches a ton, and I ended up with $3 that I found, a free commemorative half dollar, and a star note among the all the knowledge that I got. So it's kind of just a little bit of a symbol that I want to share with you, that you really got to go out and educate yourself, because that's where you're going to make the money. You're going to make the money on knowing more than the next guy. You know, I've told you a bunch of times where I've gone to garage sales that have been picked over by tons of professional pickers, and I still walk away with gold, I still walk away with silver, I still walk away with rare coins. And that's because I have the education. So go out there and get the education, and you'll be rewarded in more ways than one. Now, what is all this stuff? What is all this stuff under here? Now, for those of you who don't know or haven't seen my most recent couple of videos, I have been engaged with a company called Snupps. Snupps is an app, it's a platform, and what it does is it lets collectors connect and show their collections and share and trade and buy and sell and do all sorts of awesome things that we collectors do. And in this video, they have been gracious enough and generous enough to sponsor a giveaway. Now, they started a groups section of Snupps, and I, of course, am the Precious Metals and Coins group leader. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but that's a really big honor, and I'm very, very excited about it. I grew the group from just 7 members when I first joined, when they first started the Snupps group, to over 200. We're sitting somewhere around 225 group members right now, which I think is phenomenal. We talk about coins, people post questions, they post pictures asking what's the value, they post trade opportunities, buying and selling opportunities. It's really an awesome app, and it's a lot of fun. We've sort of created a little community on there. I know a bunch of guys on there, and it's just a lot of fun. So this giveaway, I'm going to be giving away this little small coin collection, and it's got some awesome stuff in it. So I am going to give away this $50, this commemorative uncirculated $50 Liberty coin that I got with my buddy, that I told you is a symbol to the education and the opportunities that you get by going out there. You're going to get a uncirculated 2008 Lincoln cent to add to your typeset. I'm going to be giving you 2 modern rare nickels. 2009 has the lowest mintages in recent years, and I'm going to give you both the P and the D. I got those 2 coin roll hunting, and it is awesome, and they are going up in value as we speak, so that is really awesome. And here are sort of the creme de la creme of the giveaway. Here we have a presidential Americana series, and this is a little set of coins, and they're in really great shape. And it's a great start to anyone that wants to have a typeset and wants some nicer pieces to put in there. So it's got clad dime, clad quarter, a nickel, and a penny, but it also has a really, really nice 40% Kennedy half. And it's got some nice toning on it too, and it is still shrink wrapped in its original set, so this would make a great starter for any typeset collector. And over here, for the more sophisticated collector, are 2 awesome Roosevelt dimes. We've got 2 awesome Roosevelt dimes. And these, of course, are both silver. Not only are they silver, but these are semi-key dates. These are better date coins, the 1950S and the 1951S. They are absolutely spectacular, they are hard to find, and these are really, really nice pieces to add to your collection. And of course, remember, it will be absolutely free. So, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of like a starter collection giveaway. Now this, of course, if you are collecting for years and years and years and you have tens of thousands of dollars worth of coins, this isn't going to be the most exciting giveaway in the world. But for those of you who are younger or just getting into coin collecting, or want to just sort of be exposed to a bunch of different types of coins, this is for you. And there is some good value here. I mean, there's 3 silver coins, there's a commemorative coin, key dates, uncirculated, better dates. I mean, you're really getting a whole bunch of awesome stuff. Alright, so how do you actually enter this contest? Well, it's really, really simple. It's just a few short steps. So, step 1, be a subscriber to my channel. Easy peasy, just hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, that's one you can check right off the list. Step 2, you gotta be a member of Snupps. Now it's totally free to be a member. It's very, very easy to sign up. You can hit the link in the description box below if you haven't signed up already. But I absolutely love it. I'm on there every single day. I'm posting, I'm answering questions, I'm showing off my collection. It's awesome. There's a whole community of us from YouTube that's on there, and it's just really great. Now, part 3 is the key critical part. This is the most important part of the contest, and that is getting stuff up on the Precious Metals and Coins group. So if you've already got your items up under your profile and your collections up under your profile, this should be super easy, and if you don't, it's also really easy. What I want you to do is I want you to post 1 item to the Precious Metals and Coins group from your collection. Anything you want, whether it's an American coin, a foreign coin, a silver coin, a copper coin, a gold coin, whatever it is, I want you to post your very favorite coin in your collection to the Precious Metals and Coins group. Only people who have posted to the group will be included in this contest. It's super easy, and I really just want to see what you guys have. It's going to be awesome. And then once you've done that, this isn't part of the contest, but it makes it a little bit easier for me so you don't get left out. Just write a comment in the comment box below that you've entered and you've posted something in the group. This way I'll know to include you in the contest. So that's it. It's really just 3 steps. Be a subscriber, be on Snupps, and post your favorite coin to the Precious Metals and Coins group on Snupps. That's it. And then let me know about it. So good luck to everybody. I hope you guys all enter, and I hope that somebody who really, really enjoys this stuff wins. Alright, so that about wraps it up. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's very different than anything I've done before, but I hope to do a little bit more stuff, you know, about in between, what's going on in my head, what am I thinking about, how do I learn this business? And I hope this video has inspired you a little bit. I hope you guys decide to go out there and focus on what you want to pick. whether it's coins like me and silver and gold like me, or whether it's something else like shoes or clothing or other stuff, books, whatever it is, just educate yourself. Get up out there and just show up. You'll learn a lot, you'll make a lot of money, I promise you that. So if you've liked this video and other videos, please hit that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, hit the like button, it really helps me out, and of course, follow me on these social media sites. I always post awesome things there that don't hit YouTube, and you really get to see a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes. So check me out there. And if you like this video and other videos, please share with your friends. It helps me help spread the word and get people learning about this really cool topic. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Many more to come, and until next time, SilverPicker out.